Here's the castle. It's like way easier if I just film this thing and then go through and do like any photo cropping because it's just so big. You can get around another way, but back there at that point is where Marie and Max are going to say their vows. Like, the whole dynamic of this castle is crazy because it's so obviously set up for like protection and like arm your archers. Even that building down there is part of the castle as well, or the estate, I should say. Yes. Crazy gate entrances. It's just walls and walls. It's literally like a maze. The structure's just so big. I'll get the other side of it when I come back. This is literally like an entire day walk if I were to cover all the ground of this place. It was built in the 1400s. That's what the gentleman was telling me. It's only one of 3 usable castles left in Ireland, and it's the oldest usable castle in Ireland. These massive beech nut trees, massive oak. And then if you walk this, supposedly there's an apple orchard back here somewhere. I'm not positive as to where. Whoa. I gotta check that out. I think it's a watchtower. Pretty cool. Oh, it's a rock climbing wall. What the heck? I wonder if this is like... I don't think it's anything to do with the castle itself. I thought it was something restored. I think this is something they had set up for tourists and like the community. Yeah. Still pretty cool. Starting to dilapidate. You can see the holes. No apple orchard yet. There's supposed to be an apple orchard around here somewhere. Coming into the town now, literally the driveway to the castle is longer than the distance to the town. This These buildings here are so small. You can like jump up and touch the roof. Because the leprechauns work and live in them. I really don't know where the town ends and begins. I'm just gonna run the whole thing. Everybody works out of vans here too. Like no one has a truck. Abandoned gas station. This is all part of what would be considered the estate. I'm gonna cross the bridge to the next section of it. Man, is that pretty beautiful. The old rustic bridge by the mill. This plaque commemorates T.P. Keenan, composer of this famous melody, whose remains lie in the graveyard overlooking the site. The bridge and mill, shown on the map, dated 1641, indicating these indicating there has been a mill here for centuries. The present structure has undergone many alterations, including a rebuilding after it was burned in 1837. A water wheel now removed, powered by mill race, operated the mill machinery. The mill race was fed by water diverted from the river Abeg, just above the bridge. The mill ground corn using pairs of millstone, which were replaced in 1887 by rolling mills. The mill worked up to the 1990s when the community purchased and converted it for modern use. What we're coming to now is part of the castle estate. I guess this is where they do like the tours and stuff, and you can get a whole bunch of information on the castle. I'm just gonna go in the driveway and take a peek and get over the other bridge and read anything as far as information is concerned. This is all, excuse me, very cool stuff. Such nice grass here. Like everything's like golf course caliber. You can see that it's crazy. The water just flows directly underneath the building, and then actually it has a diversion that leads back to the creek or river, whatever they would consider this. I can hear the tour guide in there giving information. Very cool. That's the outflow. Trying to get covered in mud. There's the outflow. It's crazy how perfect like the symmetry is. I mean, this stuff was built in the 1400s. Beautiful. This back road, because it seems to veer back in the I have no idea where I'm going. I'm just kind of keeping landmark data in my brain, because I am just exploring this town. So I'm going to get across the road, and I'm going to run the backside of what I think is the backside of this town. So we'll see where it goes. Everything goes somewhere. If this doesn't wrap around, I'm just gonna have to come back down and then go back into town another way. Oh, it's muddy. Everything's just like along the roads are literally walls and bushes. But I mean like hedges. I'll find some, I guarantee it. This road definitely veers away from the town. So at some point I have to make it back. And then there's like another road that I could hook right. But I kinda want to see some of the farm country. Some of these run. Look at all these walls. Like, how many man hours? How many man hours did it take for all these walls? And like, how did they use them? Like, my history on this stuff really isn't that good. I kind of just have like a wandering mind how things works, and then like 5 years down the road, my car, my ADD will kick in, and then I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna type this in and figure out how they use the walls. If they were just holding cattle or sheep, livestock, whatever you're gonna call it, or if they used them for solely initially for security against intruders. Like they had the land formatted out for time of war so they could kind of centralize their opponent in an area. This stuff's fascinating to me, but not fascinating enough to look it up right now. Very cool. Like an old barn, house. I'm not gonna see what this is. Court Council site notice. Permission. Around this site. Huh. Okay. Alright. They didn't screw around with their masonry work, that's for certain. Those walls are foot and a half, 2 foot thick. Let's see in there. Oh, that didn't scare me. Ooh. So, impressive stuff. Like all the walls are legitimately this thick. And it's stone by stone, brick by brick. It's perfect. That's pretty. It's a little bit, obviously, more modernized. And here's, okay, this is what I want to get to. This is like the majority of the roadways throughout this part of Ireland, or all parts of Ireland. But it's literally hedges. And I don't know if it's like where they laid stone and the hedges grew and they just used it as like a animal barricade. So I know sheep would definitely have a tough time getting through that stuff. They would get hung up. But like, that's like every roadway out here is just hedges upon hedges and miles and miles and miles of it. And it looks like whatever jurisdiction they're in trims them as like the state road does. So, alright. I'm gonna go up here to where I can see there's windmills off in the distance. To where I can see the windmills. And then I'm gonna turn around and run to the back side of the village, unless I can see a road that veers back to the village, but I doubt that. I highly doubt that. I'm probably at least a mile in the wrong direction at this point. So, gorgeous green fields. Not a ton of wildlife in Ireland. I know that. Like, I've only seen birds, squirrels, sheep. My brother-in-law and my sister, they want to sit. It's not sitka, it's sika hunt. They saw one. Apparently they're an invasive species here, but I haven't seen any. Very cool place. I couldn't live here. Also, you can't bow hunt here, so I'm out. You can't bow hunt, I'm out. Not even remotely interested. I don't care how beautiful place is. If I can't bow hunt, none. That's it. 0% chance I'll ever give up a hunting season there or live there or anything else. So, bow hunting's a must. You want to be tougher? You gotta bow hunt. Really pretty place. Gorgeous setup. I'm going back towards the town now. I definitely veered off course a bit. I wanted to check out like the true countryside of it a bit and get out of town. Get some eyes on everything. It's so green here. Can't get over how green everything is. The weather reminds me a bit of like late fall back in West Virginia. The overcast reminds me of Alaska. So, I don't know, just my perspective. Air's very clean here too, it's very nice. I like it a lot. Oh my goodness. A horse. That is the first horse I've seen here. Not wildlife, but it is another. I haven't even seen a dog here. Not even a dog. I've seen a cat, but yeah, haven't even seen a dog. It's crazy. I'm just gonna get some photos of this beautiful horse. Man, it blends into the background. I need to get up better, closer. I wonder if I can get, man, that is a stud horse. Holy crap. Not like I'm getting close to it. Its symmetry is like perfect. Holy heck. That's not a cheap horse. Wow. That thing is beautiful. Strong, well kept. this. This is concrete. Wow. God bless the guys that put, or gals, that put this stuff in. Holy moly. Got a car coming. Step to the side. Man. That didn't do anything easy back here. Holy crap. Just like... everything's like real thick brick. 1.5 foot walls and... you got a billion brick fence line. For your estate. Like... Jiminy crickets. They went all out with this stuff. Holy moly. Okay, you can see the castle and the walls up on the hillside. I came out and wrapped around, came down and up. So I'm gonna hook a right coming out of here and go around the far back side of it. I might find another side road to run down and see like the farmhouses there too. Stuff's really cool. There's an old, I didn't even see this one run down there. There's like a really old church cemetery. I actually hate cemeteries and old churches. They give me the heebie-jeebies. But I love going into old cemeteries to read like the old dates and eulogies. I just find it like fascinating for some reason. And I can see on the hill, I'll get but like everything's like the old Gaelic crosses, which is super cool. I believe that's how you describe them or what they are. It's the cross with like the circle in it. So I'm gonna run up till you can't even see it, and I'm gonna run up to it and go explore inside there. I'm about to the old church cemetery. It looks like the gates are definitely closed. I don't know if there's like a walk around way inside of it. Let's go see what's what. Man, they really need to integrate some whitetail and bow hunting in Ireland, because like it's like the best habitat for it. Let's see what this says. Church of Ireland, the Angelic. Okay, I believe that's the Angelic cross I was talking about. Church of St. Mary's, Castletown, 10 a.m. Sundays. Okay. Wonder, doesn't look locked. All welcome. Oh. I'm gonna go in. Screw it. This is, man, these aren't even readable. That one you could probably figure out a way to read it. I'm not gonna stay long because I don't even know if I'm allowed in here. But man, just gonna walk the perimeter. If I had to take a wild guess, the oldest ones are probably nearest the church or like on the corners away. I don't know. Those have to be headstones too. Wow. I don't know. This stuff is like fascinating to me. There's no way you could backdate these. There's no way. Unless they have like a blueprint within the church, which they may. They may have like sections. That would make sense. Oh man. Yeah, that's kind of creepy. No idea what it says. It's probably stuff I can't even read anyway. Regan. Oh, wow. Brian, I did a job for a guy named O'Brien. One of my best customers, actually. Wow. Yeah, because you guys want to see me pick my nose. I don't think like any of the old ones I'm ever going to be able to read. Like 1894. I'm looking for like the original G's of this place. 1878. That's what I can make out on that. There ain't no way. I shouldn't even touch this stuff. It's so like baffling. That's second. Alright, I'm gonna get out of here. I don't even know if I'm allowed into this place. It wasn't locked, but it is gated and the gate's closed. So I'm gonna get out of here and go explore the backside of this town. There's like so much more to look at. I'm only gonna get a fragment of it in this, but I think like the video is my best option to like do a full memory recap and share what I've seen with friends and family. 1866. Still not what I'm after. Like that one would be cool, but it's not even eligible. Anyway, I'm getting out of here. I'm getting off track, off topic. Other side of town. Headed there now. Coming around the back side of the town now. A little bit more modernized structures. Bricks, or I don't know if those be apartments or townhouses. What those would be considered here. So, whew. I've been moving for about almost 2 hours now. I need to head back because I didn't bring. Obviously, I'm doing like a run, walk, stop, take some scenic photos. But I've still been going for about 2 hours without water. Not smart. Take water with you when you go to places. It's good for the body. Alright. I know if I go that way and hook a right, it takes me back to the castle. I think though, we ended up accidentally coming in. Yeah, this is what we did when we came in. We landed and we flew from the airport to here. We stopped there, and instead of making that short left, we went straight, and it wrapped us around like the countryside, and then it does like a hook back to the castle. So that's where I'm gonna go. I want to say it's a hike though. Screwed. A dog on the wall. Hi. That's the first dog I've seen. I'm probably gonna regret taking this route, but I'm gonna do it anyway. 'Cause I'm a rebel. I sneak into cemeteries and walk a circle around the tombstones. That's pretty. Alright. So I'm gonna veer this way. Get pretty alarm. Man, I can't get over it. I love traveling. Love sightseeing. This is the way to do it. Get your ass in shape and just go out on a leisurely run. Some more stone walls, kind of overgrown. Cover the acreage. I think that's why they just trim the hedges real high here, because over time, when they grew in between like the rock crevices, obviously you wouldn't want to mow that cobblestone, so they just keep it somewhat symmetrical. Even there, where there's rock, look at that. Person was an Irish cuss word. Yeah, but this is everywhere here. So many ravens. So many ravens. I wonder, like, rally car driving is so big around here. People are like boot scooting, boogieing on these things. Like, I don't know. My wingspan's almost as wide as a lane here. I'm not a tall guy. I'm 5'7" on a good day. So yeah, like this dude. I don't know, I gotta keep moving. I want to get to like that Silo lighthouse thing. You can see the mountain ranges back through there too. That's real pretty. Man, I've been going for a minute. If I don't get to a road that veers left soon, because I don't remember how many kilometers it was until we circle back. It might be a little faster if I just get to a point and turn around, but I really want to get to an opening where I could check out this landscape through here. This is beautiful. There's 2 horse trainers walking that ridge, going up to another horse there in that opening. I doubt you can see it off this GoPro, but that's what's happening. Just gonna admire this for a minute, because there's always a possibility that I'll never make it back here again in my life. So I really just try to take this kind of stuff in when I do it. Quick note for those people that might hate on this and be like, oh well, I couldn't do that. You have time to run all the time and you always work out. Here's the reality. I have always kind of been a crappy long distance runner. Even when I was wrestling in college, I fell. If there was 30 guys, I probably finished between like 7th and 10th. The guys that were faster were like way faster. They were true good runners. I am not, never have been. Was a fat little kid growing up. I got in shape. When I run, I take a lot of walking breaks. But to me, it's just about, it's just about getting it done and going where I want to go and knowing my capabilities. So yeah, stick with that game plan. Not everybody's capable of running 1 mile, but just about everybody can make it 1 mile. So regardless if you're gonna walk or run, give yourself the benefit of the doubt and just do it regardless of your circumstances. I swear I'm not crying. It's just the wind in my eye. Yeah, so just a little side note on this walk, run, jog, photo shoot adventure that I'm on right now. If you want to do something, do it. But the worst thing you can do for yourself is make an excuse why not, because that'll just keep trickling downhill, and you would do that with every circumstance that doesn't seem easy up front. Yeah, I thought I made a little mistake after I made that detour, so we actually came back through this road. I had a slight recollection, made a big loop around this farm village when we drove in, and then loops back into town. So that's what I need to do. I need to just turn around, appreciate the countryside that I've seen, and head back into town. Because I'm definitely off the beaten path right now, so I'm gonna head back. And I'm not gonna film anything until I get back. I'm just gonna get on a steady run. I'm gonna go spend some time with my dad, my sister, and future family members. So I'll film once I hit the town. Coming back. Look, I don't know if you can hear him. I don't know if you can see. Oh, that dog's pushing those cattle. That's so cool. Oh, good dog. Alright, cruising back into town now. I'm gonna go up this road, dip down back to the castle, jump on the sidewalk, avoid getting smashed by these rally racing cars. Get skinny. I'm about 100 yards from the castle entrance. I gotta get skinny. Somebody parked their tractor here. Dang, man. Holy moly. I think it was a solid tractor. Whew. But, yeah, I'm only, like I said, 100 yards from the entrance, about 50 now. And then I'll just film going into the castle the whole way, so you guys can kind of see the whole parameter of it. Ooh, see, this is where I think that road would have came had I kept looping, but I remember that it was like 15 kilometers, so about 7 mile loop, and I'd already gone an hour, and I am not in the mood to do a marathon today, because I probably already had at least, I mean, it wouldn't have been a full marathon, it'd been well over half. But yeah, I was not in the mood to go that amount of distance, especially the country landscape doesn't change much from one circle to the next. But anyway, yep, so we're going into the castle now. This is the road. Try to hold the camera as steady as possible. Get all the yuckies out. Oh, come on, power boost up this little knob. Alright, I'll let the burners a little bit. Finish this last 70-yard walk and just kind of let you guys see this part of the castle. I'm gonna walk around the other side later and get a more up close view of the walls and everything else. This castle is modernized. It was built originally in the 1400s, as I said earlier in the video. But obviously they had to modernize it a bit to make it applicable for people to stay here and have weddings and use it as a venue area. So yeah, I'll get back to you soon to check out the rest of it.